What if I told you the greatest gymnast in history was once a forgotten child? What if I told you her story wasn't about medals, but survival? This is not just the tale of an Olympic icon. This is the journey of a little girl abandoned by the world, who chose not just to rise, but to fly. Simone Biles was born on March 14, 1997, in Columbus, Ohio. But her world, from the very beginning, was chaos. Her mother, grappling with severe addiction, was unable to care for her children. Her father was absent. Simone, the third of 4 siblings, was tossed into foster care before she even understood what family meant. In her earliest memories, Simone recalls hunger, not just for food, but for safety, for arms to hold her when she cried. She bounced between homes, unsure if her siblings would still be with her tomorrow. In one of the shelters, she remembers clinging to her little sister, Adria, whispering promises she was too young to understand. "We'll stay together. I'll protect you." She was barely 6, yet already forced into the role of a protector. Her days were filled with the unknown, new beds, new rules, and new faces. Then, something miraculous happened. Her grandfather, Ron Biles, and his wife, Nellie, intervened. They adopted Simone and Adria. They gave her not just a home, but a future. Simone remembers stepping into their house for the first time. Clean floors, warm blankets, a bed with her name on it. For a child who'd known only uncertainty, it was overwhelming. There was food in the fridge, books on the shelf, laughter in the air, and love. Love that stayed. But healing didn't happen overnight. The trauma had rooted deep. Simone was anxious, restless, a bundle of nerves trapped inside a tiny frame. She struggled with attention at school. Her mind raced. Her teachers labeled her disruptive. She wasn't bad, she was broken, until a single field trip would change everything. Simone was 6. Her daycare took a trip to a gymnastics center. While other kids hesitated, Simone sprinted toward the equipment. Her movements were raw but electric, powerful, instinctive. She bounced on the trampoline like she had springs in her soul. An instructor noticed. They handed Simone a note to take home. "Your daughter has a special talent. You should consider enrolling her in classes." Ron and Nellie did just that. At Bannon's Gymnastics, Simone found her sanctuary. She flipped, she spun, she flew. Not because she wanted medals, but because in the air she felt free. She was no longer the girl from foster care, she was a comet. Her coaches were stunned. Her power, her speed, her fearlessness, unheard of at her age. Her sense of spatial awareness, her body control. It was like she had been born in midair. She trained with hunger, with purpose. She didn't just practice, she attacked routines. And slowly, the girl who once hid behind her pain began to emerge. She laughed more. She stood taller. By age 8, Simone was competing. By 10, she was training 20 hours a week. Her social life faded. Birthday parties were replaced with chalk dust and sore muscles. Friends at school didn't understand why she couldn't hang out. But Simone had found her purpose. Her body ached. Her hands tore. But she smiled. Every fall, every bruise, it made her stronger. And by 14, she was unstoppable. Simone's early coach, Amy Borman, saw something different. Most gymnasts chased approval. Simone chased greatness. She was homeschooled to allow more practice. Her diet was calculated to the gram. Her life, gymnastics. There were days she cried, days she questioned it all. Was it worth it? The early mornings, the injuries, the isolation. But she always came back, because pain was nothing new. She had survived worse. At 15, she suffered a back fracture. Doctors said rest. Simone said train. She worked through rehab, visualized her routines, wrote down affirmations, watched videos of her favorite gymnasts. "Your body is injured, not your mind," she told herself. That same year, she missed the national team due to a fall. Critics whispered, maybe she's not ready. But Simone came back swinging. At 16, she was back at nationals, stronger, focused, and that's when the world took notice. Her routines weren't just hard, they were impossible. Except she made them look effortless. Her name started echoing through the gymnastics world. By 2013, she was a world champion, the first African-American woman to win the title, but she was just getting started. Between 2013 and 2016, Simone didn't just win. She annihilated competition. She won 19 Olympic and World Championship medals in 3 years. Journalists ran out of superlatives. Her signature moves, so advanced they broke the scoring system. She was physics-defying. But with the spotlight came pressure. The media called her invincible. But Simone was still human. Behind closed doors, anxiety grew. The weight of expectation was suffocating. And beneath it all, another darkness was growing. Dr. Larry Nassar, the man entrusted with her care, her health, her body, was abusing hundreds of gymnasts. Simone was one of them. She kept silent, afraid of judgment, ashamed, though she had no reason to be. In 2018, she revealed the truth. Her hands trembled as she wrote the words on Twitter, "I, too, am one of the many survivors." The world was shaken. But Simone, she was not broken. She testified in court, faced her abuser, and declared, "We have power, and we will not be silenced." She wasn't just a champion. She was a warrior. Then came Tokyo 2020. Simone arrived as the face of the Games. But something was off. During the team finals, mid-air, she lost herself. They call it the twisties, a terrifying phenomenon where gymnasts lose spatial awareness. For Simone, it was like her brain and body disconnected. She withdrew from multiple events. Critics exploded. She quit. She's weak. But Simone stood firm. "I have to focus on my mental health." It was a moment the world had never seen. A superstar choosing self over spectacle. And it changed everything. Athletes across sports rallied around her. Mental health, long whispered in locker rooms, was now front-page news. Simone, by stepping down, stepped up. She showed the world. Courage isn't just in pushing through pain. It's in knowing when to stop. Many thought she was done. She had nothing left to prove. But in 2023, Simone returned. Older, wiser, stronger, she dominated the World Championships, again, adding 4 more medals to her collection. Her moves, harder than ever, and this time she smiled more, danced more, owned her story, no longer driven by pressure, but by passion. Simone Biles isn't just a gymnast, she's a revolution. She changed the sport, changed how we define strength. She proved that greatness isn't about perfection, it's about perseverance. Today, she stands not just as the most decorated gymnast of all time, but as a symbol of survival, of speaking up, of flying higher, even after falling. If you've ever felt small, forgotten, broken, remember Simone. Remember the girl who came from nothing and touched the stars. Because your past does not define you. Your pain is not your prison. You can rise, you can fly, and like Simone, you can redefine gravity.